I don't actually remember what my inspiration for the Bach cello suite arrangement was originally, but I think what must have happened is that I just got this idea in my head to do this theme. In 7. And once I had that, I probably decided just to try to go through those opening chords in the Bach cello suite. And it occurred to me it could be a nice little vehicle for improvising. Because often in jazz and other modern improvisational styles, we have very short forms. So playing over the entire Bach cello suite might have been sort of daunting because the chords are changing all the time and it's just a very long form to try to remember and try to get through. But by shortening that form and looping the opening chord progression, it seems somehow manageable to me, and it's a very digestible sort of chunk of music. Now we can also go outside of music itself. Like, for example, what if I just used simple emotions? This time when I play, I'm going to think in my mind that I'm playing something happy. This time I'm going to think sad. So I've talked about the 4 different categories that I use to structure my improvisations: everyday emotions, techniques, music itself, and technology. And the 5th category I use, I call it abstract, or another way to think of it is kind of everything else that's left. Because let's think about how we can structure the choices that govern our improvisations. I find that oftentimes students aren't sure where to begin improvising because they feel like there's so many choices. We want to limit those choices. The fact is, there are infinite choices. There are infinite reasons why you could improvise. There are infinite structures that could shape your improvisation. And I've tried to just break them down into some categories. So in case you're curious about how I approach this Bach Prelude loop harmonically, I can give you a few insights into that. Let's start relatively simply. The first starting point, I would say, is to play in the key of G major over most of the loop, with the exception of the E minor and the A7 chord.